driver to head into this beautiful arena here tonight. It looks like it will be the 11X and a Becker driving back. Number 11X, the 95 for South Bend. In second, here's the 53M of Anthony Black in an 81 Pontiac Monarch. Here comes the 58X of Paul Holker in that 84 Chevy of Britain. And running out the lineup will be the number 85 of some noise if you're a fan of that 05 Octane Stang. How about the 11X from Hannah Becker? How about the 58X of Paul Holker? Do we have any fans of that nosed up 53 handle Anthony Black in the house? We're going to use drivers or reset
What did you think of them Bonestock, ladies and gentlemen? I tell you what, they built up real nice, and we sure had some notes by the end of that one. That 58X, I tell you what, he was putting some smackdown out there tonight. That 53M, he got himself caught up in the corner there, and he bent real good too. But I tell you what, for only 4 competitors out there, they sure did put on a show. They're going to get out there, they're going to give him a big old Happy Gilmore check. We got that driver of the 53M out there. Almost looks like he's a lumberjack with his bib overalls and his bad hat on. He's strutting pretty good in second place. That's always a good thing. Always a good thing. Look at that guy. That 05 coming off the track now, he must have had a little bit of technical difficulty, but he looks like he could probably run again, I think. He's not even hardly hurt, looks to me. Hopefully it was just something simple he can get her fixed, and he'll get back out there and wreck that thing at one point in the near future, I would think. Now, these other guys, we got wheels coming off them, we got noses in the air, we got quite a bit of carnage that happened there for only having 4 competitors in that field there. Great big arena out here. They're putting some more water on that thing, keeping that dust down, keeping everybody safe in the stands so they can see what's going on. Here comes that great big check. Almost doesn't fit in the cab. He's got it out of his way. He's clear to drive off the track now. Heck of a deal. Heck of a deal. We're going to see. We have, hopefully, we can get that 58X up here. We can ask him about his run, see how he was doing. That's 53M. He's going to sit up on top of his car there and direct traffic on his way back to the pit, I believe. But what an outstanding run there. They're going to do a little bit of grooming, get that last one pulled off, get some water on that track there, and then we're going to get back to action. JP, what do we got coming up next?
We've got the Midsize Superstocks coming up next.
Right on, JP. Have you seen any of these mid-size ones before?
I have. There's a man coming up in this heat by the name of Andy Oska.
Andy Oska.
Andy Oska. Recognize that name. We also have, let me go back to my super sheet here. We have the 001 of Mike Schaefer in a 98 Ford Taurus. Of course, Andy Oska in a 2000 Yoda Camry. In an 01 Yoda Camry, we have Jake Brenson in car number 518. Trent LeClaire in the 54X. In a 2000 Lumina, a W body going to it here in a little bit. Eric Wolter in a number 59. That's a 95 Subaru. There's a Subi. The truck is going to cry somewhere when he hears that. And the number 0 of Dennis Schiller in a 95 Chevy Monte. That will be your lineup here in just a few moments in the Midsize Superstocks. Dwayne, I don't know if we're going to get one nosed up higher than that 53M here tonight.
That 53 had help getting nosed up there in that corner, but I tell you what, he is a little worse for wear getting drug off of this arena right now.
He had fun, though.
We all had fun.
I mean, if that's the trendsetter for the rest of the night tonight, or the rest of the weekend right here on We Crash, right. Oh boy.
We are already having fun, and we're just moments in.
How about this crowd here tonight?
They packed them in. It's standing room only. This is the biggest crowd I've seen yet to date this year.
Yeah, get a shot of that crowd there from the truck. Great crowd here at the Sherburne County Fair right here in Elk River, Minnesota. Dwayne, I think I'm going to go back and talk to these guys.
I think I got somebody coming up in the we'll see what happens.
It's dump truck to you, sir.
And the truck just announced it's dump truck to you, sir.
All right. Show of hands out there. Who's enjoyed the fair so far this week?
Sherburne County Fair going on. My buddy JP is getting this crowd riled up a little bit. I'm just kicking back, having fun right now. We're getting some water on the track. We're teasing the truck over here about the Subaru coming up. We're just having fun. When don't we have fun around a derby, right?
Coming up next, we have the Midsize Superstocks.
Midsize Superstock's coming up next.
Going to be making their way into the arena.
They get a big check too.
To go for your entertainment here tonight at the Sherburne County Fair. I hear the sound of a compact engine, and here we go.
Midsize
Who's going
Superstock,
to be the
JP.
first one into the arena here tonight?
They got to hold them up or they're going to get a bath.
I believe this is the RU18 Octane Oscar driving a 2000 Toyota Camry.
I am way above 18.
Following Oscar will be the 54X of Trent and Leclerc. This is a 2000 Chevy Lumina. Here comes the 518 of Dick Princeton driving a 2001 Toyota. Third time of the 59, Eric Holder in a 95 Subaru Legacy. The number one Mike Schaefer in a 98 Ford Taurus. And rounding out the parade is the duo of a Dennis Short, that's a 95 Chevy Octane. This is the Midsize Superstock for you here tonight at the Sherburne County Fair. Tony Burkhart, are you ready?
You're underneath the bar. You can't.
The most hated crew is about ready. They're ready. Sherburne County Fair, are you ready? Let's count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's get to it! drivers still in play here tonight at the Sherburne County Fair. That piece of sheet metal, however, is not. Make some noise for the equipment operators here tonight.
That's what I was asking about earlier. They just started panning on something over there.
Back into position here. Here comes up all around. We have one. Let's get back to it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, boys. And in third, the 0 of Dennis Shore. Your mad dog and overall winner here tonight is the 518 of Jay Brinson. Mr. Brinson will be here tonight with $1,500 and a $300 mad dog bonus. All right, show of hands out there, Sherburne County Fair. Who wants the derby? If you haven't done so in your life, hands up if you want to go in there and play with these guys someday. Talk to your friends, guys. Find some cars. Come out here and play. Ask any of these drivers, folks. Most of these drivers will be happy to have a conversation with you. Give you some tips and tricks of getting into the demolition derby sport. And if you have an old car out back, well, an old car somewhere, you're looking to get rid of.
What in the world did we see there? It looks like they got them bunched up in one back corner over here. They got them all bashed in, and that poor RU18, I think his transmission left the chat. Some beating and banging there, some heavy hitting from that mid-size class. That 518, he came in and he put some of the final 4 or 5 wallops on out there. Looked like he probably made 4 or 5 dead ponies on that whole entire run. I see that poor Subaru with the shark fin on the top of it. He did not fare too well. I know we're gonna hear it from the truck later on tonight how he thinks it's abusive to ruin a Subaru in such manner. But what do you do? You know, he drives them on the road. This guy was smart enough to wreck it out there. So we got 3 of them bunched up over here. That looks like the sheet metal's twisted. They're kind of stuck together. They're going to do some strategic chaining, and we're going to get everybody pulled apart. We've invited that 518 up to talk to me. I don't know. He's actually pulling double duty right now. He got Oscar there with the RU18. He's pushing him back to the pits. So in the grand scheme of things, we might not see him back in time to have a chat, but it looks to be, oh, and there goes, oh, yeah, right there. No, come back. Yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, that's the spot. Thanks, buddy. All right, get the whole crowd. So as they pull them apart here, and we see the carnage unfold, they get some water back on the track again. I love this. You know, everybody comes to visit me. They all stand in the background. They all wave. They all smile. And I get to be the monkey in front of the camera. So your mom's not watching. And JP's back to tease me. So as they finish off this fine watering job on their track here, and we grab the rest of these guys out.
Applause for tonight's fire and ambulance crews from right here in Elk River.
We got two more to yank apart, and then I believe, JP, what do we got next?
Coming up next, it's not soccer practice, it's the man vans.
Man vans are coming up next. That should be a great heat. I know you can get quite a few of them man vans packed in this great big arena. So let's see how many we get. We should be having a good time here momentarily with some man vans coming up. But
and I've been told there are 2 SUVs at least in the field.
2 SUVs too.
Ford Ranger.
No. A Ford Ranger in the man van class? How can they? That's almost sacrilegious to me. we joke and we kid around here, but you know, I mean, a Ford Ranger against a man van seems legit to me. We got the last 2 getting shoved off of there right now, so I think we've got. I'm good here. I got a half a drink left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like about 5 or 6 of them. Oh, they're booing Tony. That's terrible.
I think Elk River can do better than that. Boo Tony like he was the Green Bay Packers.
Ooh, that was a big boo.
You know, for a bunch of not Super Bowl winning Vikings fans, you sound pretty good. That's right, I said it. The Vikings haven't won anything. Neither have I, but you know.
Oh, I'm back again. The chatter we have up here sometimes leaves me stunned, speechless even. But the most hated motorsports crew here have been out here doing their due diligence. We got great officials here. We haven't had any incidents where we've needed the EMTs or the fire department, but they're all on standby. These guys with most hated, they're out here spraying down this arena in between every heat, making sure that we don't make a bunch of dust. Makes it better for our cameras to see everything. We've got 3 cameras on the arena tonight. And here they come out. So I'll get off of here. We'll switch it back over. Hey, truck, switch it back over.
Up next, the 16X of Carter Bacon, driving the 2003 Town and Country. It's not a soccer, it's a ticket. And here is the Ford. Here is the ready up. Dodge minivan. Motorsports. The 99 has timed out. These are your final three. Schwartz has put his stick even to his third. Now to Gracie Gamont and Randy Gamont. Randy says, I will take one more, please. Make some noise for Gracie! Gracie back it up. And got him. And red flag now into it. You're the number one of Gracie Gamont. In second place, the 97, Randy Gamont. And in third place, and your mad dog, the 313 of Tyler Schwartz. How was that for soccer practice? Sherburne County there. Make some noise for the Ford Ranger. In fact, give yourselves a round of applause, Sherburne County. You guys can give yourselves a louder round of applause than that. Give yourselves a round of applause, Sherburne County Fair! The Sherburne County Fair would like to thank its sponsors here in 2024. First Bank of Elk River, Old Main Eatery, OG Collins Brothers Towing, Sportec, Carbon Restoration, Burning Plus Lawn Care, Village Green Landscapes, the City of Elk River, Singular Concrete, Moral. The Demolition Building sponsors here tonight, G&M Outdoor Services, Wasted Companies, Laundry Oil and Propane, the original Collins Brothers Towing, Motorsports, and your power wheels tonight are brought to you by the Bank of Elk River. Who's having fun tonight, Elk River? If you choose to relive tonight's event here from the Sherburne County Fair, make sure to check out Octane Media on WeCrash.tv. WeCrash.tv is your exclusive home for tonight's replay, right here from the Sherburne County Fair. Sloan and Dwayne make a trip here tonight from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. My name is Jason Sweet, coming to you all the way from Lake Louise County. Thank you for having us here tonight. The Octane crew going to do a little bit of track maintenance before we bring out the mods. Two mod cars coming your way here tonight. tonight in Elk River. This is quite amazing. I've been to a lot of interviews and there's definitely getting higher on my list. Wayne, tell the fine folks here at the Sherburne County Fair where you came from and where these people can find a replay of tonight's show. So if you haven't heard of us, I'm new, you don't know how you do. I'm with Octane Media. If you haven't looked us up, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we do a live stream on eCrash.tv. This will be live on eCrash.tv as it does tonight. You can watch the replay on there anytime you like. I think you get it for like 30 days. What else do you need? Right? Yes. Is this your favorite crowd up in here? We're going to have to get more rowdy over here than my favorite crowd. Hey, River, can you get rowdy here tonight? Alright, I think you guys got more left in there. Coming up next, we have the Builders class. 6 cars for some modified mayhem. Here for you up next, Drew Clemens, Jenny Morgan, Calvin Salata, Brett Stevens, Brad Stevens, and Brady Stevens. That will be your hot cars coming up here in just a few moments. Those names are out there doing the track race.
I don't know what you thought of that there, but we had some SUVs. We had some a Ford Ranger of all things, definitely not an SUV, and we had some man vans out there, and they ripped them up. They crashed them into each other. They banged them immensely. One for lack of trying, but it looks like the vans ended up 1, 2, and 3. The Ford Ranger, not so much. I bet you in the near future he's going to be shopping for hopefully one of Mom's old used up vans so he can get back out there and spread the carnage, spread the love. I got to come on here just a second ago with my good buddy JP Sweet. We're pulling double duty up here in the booth tonight. He's doing some announcing, I'm doing some commentary. We're switching back and forth. We're talking a little bit. We're trying to get the winner of that last van class up here. We're going to try to get a little bit of an interview while they have a bit of an intermission here. And so far this evening, we haven't had a ton of luck getting anybody up here to chat with me. Luckily, I got my good buddy JP Sweet right here next to me. So when we do have a break in the action and he's not chattering on his microphone, he pops over here, he chats with me. The way I see it, the builder cars are coming up next after this. Like I said, fingers crossed. We are definitely hoping to get that interview in here. Maybe stretch the show a little bit while we get the water on the track and we get the things going on in the background and the stuff is getting done and the things are getting had. And just, you know, put the guy like me in front of the camera for a minute so you don't see some of the inner workings that happen in the background there. You know? So as we're trying to do that, I want to let you guys all know that this is the start of our long weekend, and it starts here, Sherburne County Fair, Elk River, Minnesota. Heck of a packed crowd. We're doing real good with the crew, the cars. Park out was nice. We got some of the bigger stuff coming up. I think we got a builder car and a good truck class coming after this.
Having a great Saturday night?
JP's asking who's having a great Saturday night. Sounds like the crowd. Now he's doing call-outs on these guys right down front here. Oh, no. Yeah, he's got a guy with sunglasses a lot like mine going to get him some business. Oh, no, he's just going to ignore him straight up.
Make some noise for you Sherburne County Fair Board.
Nice. Everybody gets their shout-out.
Thumbs up. Can we get 2
Thumbs up.
2 thumbs up from the Sherburne County Fair. Can we get 6 thumbs up from the
2 thumbs up and a puff from the Sherburne County Fair Board. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
These guys work all year.
We're definitely having fun here in Sherburne County. Next up after this, we're going to be in Thief River. That's Pennington County. We're going to be doing that one tomorrow. And then from there, we take the long trip out to Minot, North Dakota. You're going to see us live in action out there. North Dakota State Fair, that happens on Monday. All of this can be seen on WeCrash.tv, just like we're watching right now. So that's 3 fun-filled days. That's 3 days of derby action. That's a lot of miles that me and the High Octane boys are going to be putting on the old rental F-150 this weekend. But I tell you what, it all kicked off right here. So far, great show, great crowd. Just great all the way around, I think. We got 3 more heats, he says? He says we got 3 more heats. I guess I have missed one. So that's
3 heats to go. Up next, the Builders class.
Builders class is next. I see some trucks over here.
And then who's ready for some pickups after that?
Pickups are after that. See, JP's got me. He can just
And
feed
then
me.
we will round the night out with the Superstock.
Oh, I almost forgot about the super stocks. Duh. I mean, come on. That's a heck of a way to end the evening. So yeah, we're gonna see some carnage coming out here. It looks like the Builders class is gonna come and bang around. Right now, we got 2 mods. I see. I think they'll probably get the. There's 3 of them. They might get to choose where they get to park on this big arena here. If they do, we've been told that they park them in the corners and let them go. If that's the case with this, oh no, there's 5 now.
An 85 Lincoln Town car driven by Calvin's Town. time paging Adam Nosbush. Your forward has been surgery in the sheriff's building. Adam Nosbush, your forward has been
Wow,
surgery.
I tell you what, we sure did have a show there. That builders class, the mod cars that were out there. We saw over the bank or the wall there. That was really, really neat. He got back out there and he got to put a couple extra licks on before he had a dead pony. I tell you what, just all in all, some really, really good action for some really, really good competitors. Like my counterpart here, JP, said they all got out afterwards. They all took a sip of water. They all gave hugs, gave handshakes. You know, for the fierce competition that they have out here, for the crazy things that they do in this arena, for them guys to get out afterwards and to shake each other's hands, to fist bump, to give the high fives, to give the hugs. I tell you what, you do see a good bit of sportsmanship out here after the fact. And once that's all done, you know, here they are, they're dragging them out. They're all going to go back to the pits. They're all buddies. What happens out here in the arena seems to be like it stays in the arena. You know, they're standing around their dead cars right now. They're having a shot of water. They're talking amongst each other, kind of bragging about how they did probably. There's a great big check coming out here right now. So we're going to get to see that come out firsthand. I tell you what, it's pretty neat when you see these fierce competitors. They get done. They get the big old Happy Gilmore check. I mean, there's cameras coming out. There's pictures being taken. We're zoomed in on that right there. That 42, he gave it his all. And I tell you what, he's going to leave this arena tonight with a big old Happy Gilmore check, a big old smile on his face. And I tell you what, fierce competition leads to a really good payoff there tonight with that great big check. They're switching guys around so they can get everybody in the picture. That's always cool to see. Man, did we see some action today? What a heck of a show! Not to be outdone. I think we got some trucks coming up next, and then of course we're going to finish this thing off with the Superstocks. Once you see these Superstocks out there, you'll know exactly why they're the end of the show, because we're going to save the best for last. These mod guys, they came out, they did a heck of a job. The builders class, they built them good, they bent them good too. And we saw wheels coming off a couple of them. We saw a lot of tread coming off these last 2 or 3 guys that they had there at the very end. I believe whoever does the recaps on these B-treads, they're going to have some work to do in the very near future here. Get some tread back on some of these hard tires out there. We got the most hated crew out here. We're spreading some more water on the track. We're dragging 2 or 3 more off of here. We got quite a few of these trucks coming up, and the way I hear it, these trucks put on quite the show. So that's what we got coming up next here. I tell you what, this was quite the show. We got some of the competitors just sitting on the wall over here, just trying to catch their breath. I'm up in the booth just trying to catch my breath. We had a couple of youngsters up here checking things out, waving at the monitor. I guess he didn't realize that was the receiving end and not the business end. But boy, we had a bunch of fun going on tonight. Sorry about that. I'm trying to check out what JP's saying over here too, but 2 more out here to come off. We got 2 skid steers dragging them off. Let's go to some ads here, and we'll get back with the action when it comes to us.
Oh, fishing friends. Okay, fishing friends. All right, we got the pickups coming up next. We got 7 pickup trucks according to my list. moments. Give it up one more time for Tony Burkhart and the crew of Octane Motorsports. How about the 22S of Kelvin Saldana down there still here? Did you have fun, Kelvin? So-so? Kelvin put on a show tonight, as with the other 5 competitors. Once again, congratulations to crew. Moving on tonight's winners class here at the Sherburne County Fair. Who's already looking forward to the 2025 Sherburne County Fair out there? Let's go. Watering down this track before we bring out the pickup 2 more classes of Demolition Derby Destruction coming your way here tonight. I've been to several derbies so far this summer, seen a few crowds. Who thinks they are the loudest band here tonight? If you're the loudest person in Elk River on a Saturday night, make some noise! I hear a lot of noise on this side. Other side, you can do better. The fellow with the broken collarbone is the loudest guy over there. Look, he's trying to organize the section over there. Other side, that guy has a broken collarbone. Approach him and make some noise. That's better. How about this side? How are we doing over here? How's my people over in the beer garden doing tonight? Brought up the yellow tents. They're having a great time. They're not paying attention to me. Hi. Are you having fun? Instead of you two arguing, I have an offer for the two of you. And your friend there, I see her looking up here too. Do you 3 want to come up here and do the countdown for the trucks? Come on over. begin the countdown for the trucks when this most hated crew gets done with some track work. Now, I'm not sure why they didn't call this crew Most Hated Motorsports. I'm not sure if it's appropriate to cheer them or boo them. What do you guys think, Elk River? If you think you should cheer the Most Hated Motorsports crew, make some noise. If you think you should boo the Most Hated Motorsports crew, let them hear you. You're even getting booed up here, Tony. Blaine from High Octane says, he's used to it. Now, Elk River, I just want you to know, you just booed a man on his birthday. Whatever, says the lady right there in the black t-shirt. Hello. You want the girls? Okay, come step forward, ladies. Step forward. Step forward. Are you three Elk River basketball players? Did you guys have a good season last year? Yeah. Are you going to do better this year? How many Elk River basketball fans do we have in the house here tonight? Are those your parents? Parents, are you happy summer vacation's almost over? All the parents out there who are happy that summer vacation is 5 weeks from being over, make some noise. To the kids out there who are not happy you only have 5 weeks of summer vacation left, boo! And if you just don't care, put your hands in the air! This young lady says she cares, so her hands are most certainly not in the air. Who's enjoying their Saturday night here at the fair? Alright, girls, what's your favorite ride out there on the Midway?
The zipper.
Unanimously, they say the zipper. How many fans of the zipper do we have out here tonight? Who out there would not go on that particular carnival ride even if they paid you? As a gravitationally challenged individual, I agree with you. Dwayne likes cheese curds. Who likes cheese curds? Did you just say this is the best derby ever?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Yes.
Why is this the best derby ever?
Because I get to come over here. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. All right. So which of these pickups over here do you ladies want to see win tonight? You want that blue truck of Justin Noyd to win here tonight. Justin, I know you can hear me, but the driver's door looks real good on that truck. Justin finished second already once this year up at the Lake of the Woods County Fair, up in Bobcat in an NWFA, and he will be the first one possibly to enter tonight in the pickup. We have 7 trucks making their way into the arena, and the first one up is the 722 of Justin Noyd in the 99 for Super Duty. Following him is the 102 Ryan Blake in a 2004 Super Duty. Let's welcome Adam Howard. This is the truck field. Tonight at the Sherburne County Fair.
14 climbing out there in his bright red shirt. He's shaking hands with everybody. He's got a big old smile on his face. What a heck of a win for that number 14 truck out there. If you saw that 714, he got bumped into one wall, bounced around in the corner, got stuffed into the other corner over here, and he just couldn't fire that hot rod back up. So I think he ended up in third place there with those two big black Fords bouncing off each other, taking first and second. Heck of a run by all these limited weld trucks tonight. There's your winner again, the Seaboys TV shirt on there, life wide open. He definitely was wide open tonight.
How about them skid steer operators here tonight? I see a couple of local sheriff's deputies walking out front. Make some noise for the sheriff's department. I want to tell you Burkhart and the most hated boys. You're supposed to prove that. One more time tonight, Sherburne County Fair. The legislative sponsor is in 2024. The first day showdown winner. I need to correct myself. Make some noise for the Ringo Ambulance Department. John Cantor would like to thank his sponsors in 2024. The first pick, showdown winner, Octane Erie, OG Collins Brothers Towing, Sport Tech, Coleman Restoration, Bernie Plus Lawn Care, Village Green Landscapes, the City of Elk River, Sager Concrete, Moral, your 2024 Demolition Derby sponsors, GM Outdoor Services, Placeman Companies, Poultry Oil and Propane, the original Collins Brothers Towing, Octane Motorsports, and Ringo Ambulance. Thank you to the sponsors. Your Power Wheels Demolition Derby sponsor earlier here tonight was the Bank of Elk River. All the boys of High Octane Media, we come with you to watch a replay of tonight's action from the Sherburne County Fair. Make sure you check out High Octane Media on WeCrash.tv to purchase a replay of tonight's events. If you're parked at the courthouse, the shuttles will run for 1 hour at the west gate following tonight's Demolition Derby. Who's ready to have a little more time in the midway here tonight when we're all done? Who's all figured out for that year? Definitely that lady in the green t-shirt. All right, the 11
as the 21D now is in the transfer position. Butler using the chrome horn. He's going to try to plow his way across. Bob, you can't do that.
Welcome to the most intense event in town, the Demolition Derby. It's the ultimate display of horsepower, speed, and destruction. And who better to capture all the action than High Octane Media? Our experienced team is excited to bring you the best event production in the business. With High Octane Media, you'll get everything you need to make your Demolition Derby unforgettable. We offer in-car cameras to provide a unique perspective on the action, pictures to capture every moment of the excitement, drones to capture the full scope of the event, and interviews with drivers and spectators to offer even more insight into the action. And speaking of drivers, with our driver spotlights, you'll get to know the personalities behind the cars, hear about their strategies, their motivations, and their passion for the sport. And of course, you'll get the best footage of the on-track action. With High Octane Media, you'll have access to every angle and every moment of the action. So what are you waiting for? Contact High Octane Media today and get ready to experience the Demolition Derby like never before.
I see you, sir. You don't want to do it? Okay. Do we have any other young individuals who would like to give the final countdown? If you want to give the final countdown here tonight, let me hear you. All right, you right there, gray shirt. Yep, come up here. And I'll take those two young guys right there, the kid in the Nike hat and the kid in the black shirt next to him. Come on up here, guys. So I have one more out there. The pink shirt, waving your hand there on the far end. Wave your hand again. Yep, come on down. You were the first one to hop up. Come on down. Come on down. That was final countdown. I promise you, I'm not going to be participating in any talent show anytime soon. I'm not Morgan Wallen. I'm not Carly. I'm pretty terrible at singing.
Ellie!
We'll get these young individuals up here.
I love it.
Let me know when. Get these young people up here for the final countdown. I'm not going to sing it this time. Come on in here, guys.
I'll throw her in the pit. Not with the cars.
I was also the one.
All right. Introduce yourselves. Are you guys having fun tonight at the fair?
Yeah.
Oh, no, come on. Come on. I'm 22. Come on in. Don't be shy. Introduce yourself to the crowd here in River. Harper. Say hi to these guys at Sherburne County. We're going to say, don't you dare boo these kids. Don't be the kid booing crowd. Don't do that. I had a crowd do that earlier this year. Don't be those guys. Yeah, she knows what I'm talking about. Don't boo kids. Have you guys had a good time at the Derby tonight?
Yeah. Also,
You hope so.
I don't know.
All right, okay. How about you? Okay. All right, these guys had a good time. This one kid really hopes he has anyway. Are you guys ready to give the crowd its final countdown of the night in just a few minutes?
Yeah.
All right. In fact, here, if you guys all back up just a little bit, I'll have Mr. Slow turn that camera on. You guys can wave at you guys. When you see yourselves on TV, wave at that camera right there.
Nope.
There you are. Wave at that camera right over there. He's right over there. Say hi to We Crash, everybody. You guys are live on WeCrash.tv. So have you guys enjoyed the fair?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of my friend Tony Burkhart back there? And he's good. Do you guys agree with that young man that Tony Burkhart's good? They cheered for you, Tony. Like 3 people over here cheered for you. All right, we'll bring in the Superstocks. Had a couple drop out. They ran in that odd division. We have 7 Superstocks to close out the show, and we will introduce them to you as they make their way into the arena for tonight's final heat here at the Sherburne County Fair.
What's that? Are the lights on? No? You guys see the lights? Wait up. We're good.
All right, here comes the first car. It's the number 7, a.k.a. the Magician. Running in 1964, it's Chris Lancaster. Next up in the arena is the 48, a 73 Cadillac DeVille, powered tonight by Scott. I think these people like you at Elk River. The 7-0 pushing it with the 35 winner tonight. It's down to 15 junior of Joey Bowman and a 15 of Joey Bowman. We're getting a flags out from the crew. And back to it in 3-2-1 the field.
around. So
Yep. Good show overall. You as a promoter now for the third year on this one?
third year here, yep.
What do you think?
I mean, it just takes word to get out that, the show is on the up and up and trying to get it to where it's at. Our overall goal is to get back to heats, consi features and have a bunch of fillers and, but it just takes more car count. We're around 40 today through.
Which isn't a bad count.
No.
You're definitely growing.
Yeah, if from where we were to where we had to adverse through the years and then to where we're at now, I'm satisfied with it. And we went from a Sunday show to a Saturday show. That helped. And then going into tonight, we had good weather, good crowd.
Great crowd. You packed out the stands. Looked like the beer garden was getting a pretty good circulation there.
It's still early yet.
Still early yet. There should be plenty of stuff to do on the midway. Those guys should all be happy with the Sherburne County Fair because now all of this whole entire crowd has to walk right through all that fun stuff they got out there.
Absolutely. That's all. We try and keep that pace up for that reason. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. It was fast paced from my point of view all night long. Like I said, I thought decent car count. Finishing off with these Superstocks, I thought they put on one heck of a show.
Yeah, absolutely. It was from start to finish. We were kind of flipping through who was going to run what because we always, spur of the moment, how we're going to do our run order. And I think the last three worked out the best option for how we had it set up. So
I know I enjoyed it. I'm hoping all the fans at home enjoyed it. This crowd, they packed them out and they were hooting and hollering the whole time, so I know they enjoyed it.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what's important is the butts in the seats, the smiles on everybody's face. We brought a bunch of kids up here to count them down.
Absolutely.
Them guys were hooting and hollering. They were having a great time. I even saw JP smile once or twice. I mean, I think pretty much everybody here had a really good time.
I think I had more booze because of this guy out of the crowd.
Well,
that's all right.
He was beating you up with the crowd, but I tell you what, you're most hated motorsports for a reason, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Not out here making friends.
Create a Blizzard Bash name into a promotion name. I got to come up with something different. Probably most humble motorsports or something. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Right on. So, moving forward, do you think this is something you're going to build again for next year? You're going to try to get a bigger show again?
I'm going to try. Obviously, it just, comes down to money and who's got the cars available. So I try to work with the drivers as much as possible. But at the same time, if I can up the payouts, obviously I'm going to change my rulings around. We try to work with every local area in their cars. So we have our rule set to build fresh to, but at the same time, if someone's coming from 2 or 3 different shows and they have a different rule set, well, let's work together on it, find a common ground, make it an even base between, who's got this and who's got that, because car A might have something that car B doesn't have, but on that adverse side, car B might have something car A doesn't have, and we just try to find that level ground in all the classes through all the vehicles that show up. So that's what makes the dynamic, and it's not so much you have to do it this way, A to B, black and white. We're going to make it as fair for the drivers, by a driver. All of our officials are by the driver.
72 still can light a fire.
Oh,
a little noise there for it.
Oh, yeah. You did good for no water in this radiator for a while, too. So, but, yeah.
So any closing thoughts at the end of this show? Anybody you'd like to thank? Anybody you'd like to move out of the stadium?
Oh, man. The people to thank. I mean, we got a guy who flew up from Kansas on short notice to help out with teching and officiating. My usual crew, Justin, Jordan, my old man, Keenan, and Corey Failer, his wife, they donate their time here. So, I mean,
that's one thing maybe the folks at home don't understand. This is all a volunteer crew. You guys aren't getting paid for this. You don't take money away from this show.
No.
This show is put on by volunteers. All the money that's brought in is given back to the drivers.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one thing we were asked when we sat down for our meeting, how much is it going to cost to promote this? And we kind of gave them a price range, but we didn't want to take that money from the drivers. We want to put it towards the drivers to make the purse go higher, just so that we can make sure that we're putting it into them. So they're the ones doing the driving. We're just here to direct it. So
absolutely.
They're the entertainment. I'm not the entertainment.
Not tonight.
So no, absolutely not. So I want to make sure that they get what they need. So
no, absolutely.
Obviously, they got to work for it, though.
Right.
But
well, you had a, I don't know how near and far everybody was traveling from as far as your drivers were tonight, but I know by the looks of that roster sheet that JP was spitting out there, you had a good group of diverse drivers from near and far. So.
Yep. And, some of these guys, some of them are traveled enough to go run national shows, and some of them just stay local, and just trying to keep that, diverse blend in between there.
Yep.
Again, it's the same thing. Some of these cars came from different shows, so we had to kind of work with it the best we could and go from there. So,
well, thanks a lot for having us.
Thank you.
We appreciate being here. We appreciate the offer, and look forward to what you got in store for next time.
I appreciate your guys' time. I hope the best for all this. So,
we really like doing it. It takes. I always say it takes a village. It takes a village. We keep on meeting more great people like yourself, like your whole crew, and it's an honor to get invited out to these things. We love doing it, so we don't intend on quitting anytime soon.
Well, let's see if we can make a future out of it, huh?
Right on. That's what it's all about.
So, all right. Thanks again.
Yep. And with that, I remind you, it's all about the experience.